my name is Terry from Sweet Pea Papers and the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group. This is video 10 in our Bohemian Summer series, and it is also, as usual, the flip through. Now, first, real quick, we used the papers called Bohemian Summer, and it was a collaboration between Nonstop Paper Crafts and Line Dot Arrow. Excuse me. And there's 17 pages in each half of the kit. So that gives you 34 pages to work with, which is quite a bit. And it's also part of the Boho Summer Collab, which is run through the Line Dot Arrow and the Nonstop Paper Crafts Facebook groups. And so there were some challenges and stuff during that collaboration, and I will show you things that I made that were part of the challenges on the way through. Okay, so now this is my book, and I love it. I love how it turned out. First I want to talk about the tassel real quick. I know everybody hates that when you do that, but it's the first one I've ever made. I tried to put some different textures in here, so here's some eyelash trim. There's a boho bead, and there's various sari silk. There's even a piece of leather in here. There's feathers and charms. There's a charm up here of a dragonfly. It's very colorful. It's got little gems all in it. And another boho bead, and some beads that were part of a really beautiful piece of trim that when you cut it, then it unraveled and came apart. So I thought, all right, well, I'm saving this part anyway to use. And if you look on the back of it, you'll see there's a large feather and some more of the trim and a bunch of different sari silks. There's some eyelash trim back here. And here's the other boho bead. This is a knitted textured material, and it's got sequins on it and some colorful sari silk. So I tried to put a little bit of everything in here that would reflect the type of project that it is. Okay, now the cover's a little interesting. I won't go on and on about it. It's a cloth cover, and then the cloth cover is covered with another cloth that's extremely sheer, and it has all of these beautiful beads on it, and the beads go all the way around, and they go across the spine, and they go all the way around to the back of the book. And I had a real stinker of time getting this on. Anyway, there's also book corners on, and to kind of secure everything down and finish it off. And I think that's it for the cover. Now, like I said, this was challenge 2. When you first open the book, it's a little loosey-goosey, but that means you can open it with the tassel on. You don't have to take it off. This passport is part of challenge 1, which was travel ephemera, and on the inside cover here is an image with a hidden pocket. Let's see if I can find it again. And the passport fits right in that frame. Then on the front of this signature is a blue feather with some beads on a bulb pin and some blue lace. On the inside is some lace with these teardrop pearl beads, and the blue lace and the feather and the lace and the pearl beads kind of tie it together because it's the front and the back of each signature. So on the first page we have a cloth pocket, which is really pretty, and we have this boho tag, and I'm not sure, yes, I stenciled on the back of this one. the bigger ones, that there's ones that have one certain pattern that I didn't stencil on and one that I did. Then you turn the next page, and this is part of the kit, and this is some of that sari silk that's in the tassel, and this is a blend-in tag, that's what I call them, with some ribbon. It's the little topper. I put this little gypsy on here, and I stenciled on the back of this one. This is a double side tuck. This piece of material here holds this little gypsy tag. And then this larger side piece here is lace, but I put an acetate side piece underneath it to stabilize it. And it holds this giant bingo card, so it goes all the way down in. Okay? She says confidently, never take them out during a flip through. Isn't that the truth? There we go. Got caught on the edge of the acetate. And there's a tab here with one of the dragonfly charms. You can see them a little better here than you could in the tassel. Anyway, take my word for it. They're very pretty with gems on them. And then you turn the page, and this is a pocket that came with the kit that I put some rickrack on, and 2 tags, and I put rickrack on the top of this one and lace on this one. This is just a piece of interest on the writing page. On this page, this is a see-through pocket. It's made of the same material, sort of, that the cover's made out of. And I don't know what that's called. I really don't, honestly. And then there's the tag. Then on this side is a belly band, which is very nice. It's got some sequins and some mirrors on it. And we have our big postcard, which I probably shouldn't have taken out, but I already did. And there's 2 postcards that come, well, actually there's one that comes with the kit, but I needed to print the page twice, so I ended up with 2. And I just got lucky. I tried to line this up when I ran it through the printer on the back side so that this would be on there, and lo and behold, there it was. Have to be careful because of the sequins. There's a border on this page that I like. This is the center of the first signature. I put a butterfly in here that his little wings come up, but of course they get flattened in the books. You always know that. There's a tab on this side, and the bulb pins holding the charms on all have little beads on them, and this one is a feather, or actually a wing. And when you turn this page, wow, this is a bright page, and this is a side tuck that I made out of the kit paper, and it says Gypsy Love Song. And then the other half of this page was this image, and so I made the tag out of that. And I didn't stencil on the back of that one because it has this beautiful pattern on it. On this side is a lace diagonal belly band, and this one does not have acetate behind it, and it has a writing card. Excuse my voice. And then here's another writing page, and on this side over here is a floating envelope. And so you take the little decorative paper clip off, and you've got the envelope with the tag inside. And then when you flip it over, you've got this, which I have no idea what this material is either. I'd like to thank my friend Teresa Cates, without whom this book would not have been possible. She sent me every single bit of this decorative stuff for the book. I had none of the trim or the lace that I used in here, the rickrack and the borders and everything. She sent me everything. And there's a pocket down here. Let me get a card. There's a pocket down here. that you could fit a card into. Let's clip this back on. You have to be kind of careful. This is kind of thick, so if you don't do it just right, the paper clip goes shrink, pops right off. On this side of the page is your quill to write on your writing area, which is here, so you can write. In the old gypsy days, right? Bohemian days, and there's some more of that same trim. So we'll put our quill back in. And then on this side is the matching pocket to the first one. And so I put some rickrack on it. And there's 2 small tags. And here's this image again. But this time I put, let's see if you can see it. Yes, I put triple thick on the feathers and the butterflies. Shine them up a little bit. There's a tab here made out of the rickrack, and this one has a dream catcher. Now, challenge 3 is a dream catcher. I did not have the materials to make one, so this is the only dream catcher I have in the project. It's held on by a bulb pin with some beads on it as well. The last page on the signature, this is a CD cover, and when I papered the inside of the pocket, excuse me, I still have glue on me, I liked the way that it lined up and everything so well that I didn't make the card to go in there, but there is an opening for the card to go inside the CD cover. Then there's also a giant card behind, and when you take the card out, you discover that it's actually a trifold, and I stenciled all through the inside. And here's the other image, and this image, and then there's this image. It's the collage page. Okay, so that goes back in there. We're at the other half of the signature, so there's lace with the teardrop pearls. Here's the blue lace again, and if you put these together, it makes a butterfly. On this next signature is the blue lace with the blue feather. I know that's a little too matchy-matchy probably for some people's idea of Bohemian, but anybody that knows me knows I've never done a project like this before, and I'm actually pretty proud of it that I didn't try to match even more. So, turn this page, and here's the lace with the, oh, looks like that got caught on there. There's always something, isn't there? I'll have to go back through and fix that. With the teardrop pearls and lace. On this page is a double pocket with lace on both. And so there's a card here that goes all the way down. And then there's this card here, which is smaller. And everything is kind of stretched because it's rounded. Okay, on this side is an acetate belly band with lace and a big giant writing card. Like a giant writing card. Now, if my finger wasn't there pushing down, it would have been much easier to put that card back in, I think. Can't promise anything. This is another one of my favorite pockets. This is awesome material that T sent me. And this is from the center of the CD-ROM cover paper when I cut it out. And then a big fat tag behind here. Here's another tab with another dragonfly and some beads. On this side is a pocket made from the, you'll have to excuse my phone, it's actually clear in the living room, I didn't think you'd be able to hear it. Another pocket that came with the kit, and I put some lace on it that hangs down. There's a couple pages back here too where the lace hangs down instead of out to the side. On the CD pocket page, the lace hangs down below the page as well. And there's several pockets in here, or tags in here, and that's because I made the expanded or the gusseted pocket a little too well, and it had a hard time holding stuff in it. So there's this little one, then there's this bigger one that I put the lace and the gypsy on, and then on the back side is another pocket with another gypsy. I don't know what is going on in that other room. Then on this side, this was supposed to be cut apart into some washi kind of strips or whatever, but instead I left them together and made a tuck out of it. There's a couple more gypsies. I got these gypsies online, and some of them T sent me the pictures. This says Wander, Dream, and Free Spirit, and it's a cluster. Let's see if I can make sure that doesn't get bent this time. And on this side is another envelope held on with a different decorative paper clip, and this one you can take off, and it goes this way. Excuse me if I'm a little sniffly. This is actually a side tuck, but I didn't put anything in it. The trim on here actually has large tassels, which are these, and it also has a bulb pin with a feather and some beads, and of course this is one of the gypsy images. Then you turn the page, and it's the center of the signature. I meant to trim that. This is was originally white elastic, and it was the only color that I had in the heavier, the 1.5 millimeter thickness. So I ran it through my black soot and dyed it, inked it black. Okay, so on this side I put this feather ephemera and the butterfly ephemera on, and the butterfly's feather sticks out the top. And again, you can lift him up and have his little wings be up. This side has another very bright pocket, or side tuck, and this card I fussy cut out of the center of one of the actual papers for the kit. Here's another little cluster. This is just a scrap of that from the pocket back here, that really glittery pocket. And I had to take one of the little gems off to put the word down and to get it to lie flat. So I put the little gem right there, and it says boho, and there's some lace underneath it. There's some lace trim on the border of this writing page. It's got pink fuzzies on it. That's what happens when you're working with all of this type of stuff. You get little fuzzies and all kinds of things. Here's the second postcard, and it also has this image on the back, or the front, technically. And there's a tuck here, made with a little square, and then the square has a pocket on it, and these two little round pieces sit in there, in that little pocket. There's a pocket here. Then when you take the card out, there's a large pocket on the card with 3 tickets in it. And then there's the back. This is sari silk, and it's a belly band. And here's the writing card from underneath. It's from the collage page. Then another cloth pocket, and the lace comes down. The sari silk comes down past the bottom of the page as well, so you can see it. And there's a large side pocket here, excuse me, with some lace on the top and the bottom. I don't know what is throwing off those red fuzzies, but anyway. And there's a card here. Then we come to the back of the second signature, which is the end of the book, and it's got the lace and the pearls. And then on this side it has the blue lace and the butterfly. This is the other half of the first week's challenge, which is the travel ephemera. You take it out, and there's the hidden pocket in the back, on the back cover. And then there's your luggage label. And it has the image on the back so that they can match your luggage up to you, and they know if that's really your luggage. There's a little pocket on here with a little ticket on it in case you lose your ticket. And then there's a place to write on the back. I didn't put a made-up name or anything on here. And then you get to the back cover. And it is a little loose. But it ended up working out good for this because it allowed it to lay out flatter when you go to flip through all those kind of chunky pages. And so if you go like this, most of this fringe and stuff comes out the way it's supposed to be. And then you can go like this and see it from the side and see everything that's in there. Well, not everything, but you know what I mean. So that's my very first boho journal, my very first tassel, my very first time using feathers. And yeah, I really had fun doing this. And my very first cloth cover. And my very first of a lot of things, to tell you the truth. And I'm very happy with it, and I hope you are too. And so that's the end of this video, and I'll see you in the next video series, and that'll be just a second for you and a day for me. Okay, bye-bye.